We're good. I'm going to record there, and I'm going to... right, okay, let's fucking do it, Steve.
Let's get this motherfucking
There's no
show
point sitting here anymore, pissing around. Let's just fucking do it, okay?
No, it's 19 degrees, get on with it.
19 fucking...
According to the thermometer here. Celsius.
Unbelievable.
And raise up a cock to this our stern.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the DHB Radio Show. From a very, very tired country retreat here. Very slow moving, very tired, some would say almost depressed, Steve. Just worn out. On the, in the military they say I'm on my chin strap, and they wouldn't be far wrong. What else can I say that's going to convey what I mean, Steve? I'm drained. I'm a shell of a man. There's no life left in this body to carry me forward, Steve. You're sitting there looking shocked, not putting input, but you feel free to input, Steve, because I'm on the edge here now. I'm drained. I'm ruined. Everything's just, life is hard. You're not helping me, Steve. You're just staring at me, Steve, without input in the fucking podcast. I'm trying to explain to you, Steve, and you're just... you and your new nose sitting there judging me coldly with your cold dead shark eyes. I'm trying to explain. Would you fucking pay attention to what I'm saying to you? God, okay, carry on.
I thought just get the sniff in there through the new
Hi,
nose.
Steve, how are you?
Hello.
It's so good to see you back on the show.
It's
I do
good to be
apologise
back.
for my start of show rant, but I'll tell you right now, things have been fucking hard round here.
Yeah, you have been kind of going on, giving the big poor me lately.
Oh, I'm just, think my life, I'm miserable, man. I'm telling you. That's a harsh thing to say. I'm not going to say miserable. I'm just going to say drained.
It's kind of your own fault.
You say it's my fault,
Well,
I mean, it's not my fault that, somebody's fucking, egg was open to my semen, It's not my fault that, that greedy bastard egg swallowed that swimmer's and made a baby. It was not, I'd have happily put over her tits, but no, I'm not wanting a fucking baby.
I'm just going to throw it out there and say it's maybe not the baby that's the issue.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, you did get married after all.
Oh,
so.
But that doesn't mean that you have to have a baby afterwards.
No, but
the
it does
ring
mean
of
you're
the
going to
finger.
be eternally miserable.
Oh, well, good point, yes.
That's what marriage is all about, isn't it? People claim it's all about your big day, your happiness, it's all about you and your love for one another. What it actually means is women have a bit of paper to hold over you for the rest of your life.
Steve, we need to talk about marriage. We need to talk about
You're already married. We are
your
not getting
hatred
married.
of marriage.
It's not hatred of marriage.
It
It's
kind of is.
realistic. I'm realistic about marriage.
Well, okay, now here's my theory, Steve, as to why you hate marriage, right? Now, bear with me. Well, I'm going to go in deep here, and I'm not even going to spin it first, okay?
Oh.
Is that, when you got married, and I'm not going to pour scorn upon, you or maybe ex-wives, okay? I'm not going to, say anything nasty by any means. But it did seem to be a very, very overly expensive, complicated affair, which at the end of the day just seemed to leave you on the bones of your arse and worrying where the next fucking bill was going to get paid, because it was a fancy, Italy, I believe you got married, and family were getting shipped out there, and accommodation, and
themselves.
oh, they okay, right? But I mean, it was a very, I can't say extravagant, but certainly it was. I think for you, it put you a little bit over the odds at the time, cash-wise, because you weren't really a big earner, were you?
No,
you weren't.
I was not. I was what you would call a small earner.
Yes.
It was, It probably, I guess at the time, you think to yourself, oh yeah, we're only going to get to do this once. And that's when you're like, well, fuck it, we'll go all out and we'll worry about it later. And, and it did, and that didn't really work.
Yes, because obviously we were still friends. They're not as close as we are now, though. But certainly back then we were still, friends, chums. Yes,
pals.
Not enough for me getting invited to a wedding, though, mind you. But nevertheless,
I'll working.
I'll let it slide. It's okay, Steve. I'm not bitter by any means at all. But you were at my wedding and I wasn't at your wedding, and I'm not going to throw stones at you. No,
if you were at my wedding, I would have just put you in that little box as part of the problem.
You couldn't have invited me to your wedding. You couldn't have invited me to your wedding, because if you put me in the heart of Italy, where pasta is king, they wouldn't have got me in the plane back, for fuck's sake.
Dude, they do this thing in Italy called gnocchi.
Gnocchi.
Have you ever had it? I'm sure that's how you pronounce it.
I do have a bit of gnocchi in the house here.
I don't actually know what the fuck
Oh,
it
no,
is.
is it food stuff?
It's food.
Oh, sorry, okay,
Yeah,
right.
No, it's
I
not
have
that
no idea
stuff
what
that
gnocchi
you blew up your missus to get your son on the go.
Whoa, fucking whoa.
Although it does look like it.
Oh, really?
It's kind of
Okay.
got a weird consistency about it, but it's like really tasty. Sometimes you get it like filled with cheese and all sorts. It's fucking
I
amazing.
do love cheese.
Oh, I like
I'm a
cheese
man.
and
Look
stuff.
at me. I'm a man who loves cheese,
Mm.
and cheese doesn't agree with a man like me who has a magnificent beard, because anything that can be kind of turned into liquid with heat, but then sort of then hardens again through coldness. You can drop cheese in your beard, not know it's there, and it happens all the time when you have food. You drop things into your beard, you don't even know it's there until later on when it's dried.
I could fuck your life up with corn flour and water in your beard.
You would ruin my life there.
Because you heat it up and it melts, and then you're like, yes, it's moving.
And it
all of a sudden
binds.
then tight.
Oh no! It's bad enough having cereal in the mornings, or God forbid porridge.
Oh, yeah.
If you have porridge in the mornings and it drops into your beard, how have we got the porridge from fucking Italy? So
know.
anyway,
Sidetracking.
Italy, gnocchi,
Food's always a good option.
Food's obvious. So my theory being is that because of that stress you had, all the stress you had in Italy, making sure the wife had the perfect day that she wanted. I don't think that you wanted all that, Steve. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say that you could have got away with not going to Italy. You could have got away with a small ceremony in town with all your pals getting pissed and go party like a fucking king.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that.
Right.
It's not like I was like, no, I don't want it.
Yeah.
It's just that I didn't. That's not what I wanted.
It wasn't your dream.
But at the end of the day, I mean, I'm still believe it or not, I still have some gentlemanly qualities about me.
Absolutely.
Whereby, I'm a firm believer that the wedding day is about the woman and what she wants.
Okay.
So it's like she wants it, right? Let's go for it.
Oh no! See now, it's a team effort. I mean, we're all well and good. You want your lady to have a special day.
Absolutely.
But I wouldn't say that at the expense of your own goddamn happiness. Because Steve, I'm not going to lie to you. You seemed to be a miserable bastard for a while after you got married.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, it was.
So,
I'm not entirely convinced that's that was one specific reason.
Okay,
I think it was a multitude.
There was a few things. Yeah. What I'm kind of driving towards is that you were, of course,
getting a 3D TV. Is that what you're about
I
to tell me?
fucking hope so. Was that it happened this year? You came to the wedding of the year, right? The DIY DHB fucking wedding of the year. And, very, very low cost and friends and family, a party, shenanigans. And I remember you at the end saying that this may have turned your mind about getting married.
Nah, I'd been drinking.
Because
I've been drinking.
My fear is
I was drunk.
You were a bit
That's it.
poisoned.
It's over. It's not me, it's you. Don't text me again.
You were a bit poisoned against the idea because of the expense and the stress and blah, blah, blah.
You know something? It's not even that. It's just there's a whole bunch of little reasons. Like you say, the expense and the stress. And then it's like, I don't genuinely believe in the sanctity of marriage anymore. I'm kind of just like, you know what? It's bullshit. It's too easy just to go, no, I don't want to do this anymore. So what's the point?
So you're still happy enough, of course, because, we can reveal on the show, which is exciting news for me, actually, I think more than anything else, is that you are moving house soon as well.
I am.
That
yes.
you are selling the flapartment.
The flapartment, yes.
The flapartment's going away.
It's gone.
And it's gone.
Oh, it's gone.
It's gone now.
It's not signed over, but it's
done.
See, it's not.
Have you got a buyer yet?
No, we don't have to because the house builder is buying it. They're taking it off our hands.
Genius. So here's where things get exciting is that you're moving to a beautiful area, by the way, a beautiful build, what I've seen as well, which is only about 10 minutes from here.
It's actually 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes from here.
10 minutes.
Do you know to get to your new house from here is quicker than it was from me in my old flat to get to the town centre?
Yeah.
Which
is where my flat is just now. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah.
We're technically closer.
So here's what is exciting for me and for, of course, the DHB is that one of the big problems we've had doing shows is that, getting people available, getting folk to come out here, because it's a bit of a hike, to come from the city out to here.
No, that's just an excuse people use,
A little bit to avoid me, yeah. Is that, it's been fucking Coops, and Maynard too as well.
Maynard.
Hates us all.
I think their hatred is like subsided, and they've actually teamed
palatable.
up to then just poo-poo the show.
Oh,
They're
they directed their mutual hatred for each other towards us.
That's it. Coops is like, I've dropped a few pounds. I don't need to hang out with those fatties anymore.
You know
what it's like?
I didn't mind hanging out with those guys when I was chubby because, they made me feel good about myself. Now they can get fucked.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, she makes me goddamn sick. Her and her fucking, look at me and my eating sand and dust diet. I'll lose 15 stone in a week through
You know what it is?
fucking
It's Mean Girls
vapor.
all over again. You can't sit here anymore.
You're right, Steve. Oh, god damn her.
Damn
When
her.
I see her. In fact, what we're going to do is we're going to lay a trap. We're gonna do a show.
That's
again.
so fetch.
that's so fetch.
Yeah, that's a Mean
What
Girls
the
line.
fuck
Never
is
mind.
It's so fetch.
God, you haven't seen Mean Girls?
I have never seen Mean Girls.
You have to see Mean Girls.
I do not
That
have
is-
to see Mean.
That is
Listen,
Lindsay Lohan at her finest.
Let me just stand up here,
Probably
Steve.
a bit pedo, actually.
Let me just, and show you my genitalia, right? And you tell me was it any or an outie? Because if it's an any, I'll watch Mean Girls. But if I've got a swinger and 2 balls, I'm not watching fucking Mean Girls. If I look at this bad boy, Steve.
Goodine.
Just get this motherfucker out for you, look.
Whoa. I don't want you to strain your back lifting that gut up.
Oh, well played. Okay. Fat jokes. Brumtush. Mean Girls. I mean, Rubes has seen it because, she's got a vagina.
It's quite a funny film.
And by the way, Wolverine powers, her vagina's healed magnificently.
Yeah?
I mean, I've not been given a chance to give an inspection myself yet, because healing process.
You haven't gone in for a sweal about with a finger yet.
Well, I thought about it, but you have to wait for the go sign,
Ah, right, okay.
But I'm telling you, blue balls. So, I shouldn't say that's my fucking mother, my child. Is that because the baby came, of course, massive head like a fucking bowling ball, and you thought, well, that's your favourite Lady Garden destroyed.
That's it, yeah.
It's like, saying, exactly.
Go on, see ya.
Gone, just one big gaping poopy hole. Yeah. But no, the midwife even said, you could almost tell, you almost think you didn't have a baby. It's that good, Nick.
Do you think it's maybe like better than before?
Well, I hope so. Not that it was bad before.
No. Yeah, no. I mean, but
don't get me wrong, magical vagina.
Yeah. But I mean, like, like when your muscles tear and they repair, they grow and they get bigger and better because they've torn, so they don't want to tear again.
So you reckon it could be more grip?
The same. Yeah.
Listen, I don't want to go as far as the film Teeth.
You think you should maybe like crack a walnut in there now?
I think you should crack my nuts, not a thing. Maybe I don't know. Wahoo, hey! Where the fuck was I going with this? How have we got to my wife's genitalia? We're speaking about you, right? So anyway, you are. This is the worst show ever. Of course, folks, if you are tuning in live, remember, this is our first time broadcasting on our new system.
It's episode 1 all over again, isn't it?
It almost is, Steve. Yeah. We are virgins again in the online broadcast community. We're now formerly we broadcast on Ustream.
Yes.
And now we've now followed the modern era. We're now tonight test broadcasting on YouTube.
Tubes of you.
And if this works, so far looks great. If this works,
well, it looks all right. I wouldn't say it looks great.
Looks magical,
The camera's pointed at us, Scott.
Well, there's that. If we can get this to work well,
it's
this
like
will
Picasso
be our
sneezed mid-stroke. Like he's been painting away and he's got paint everywhere.
The tub's gone over.
Yeah,
he's kicked the cat's
explains the shirt.
Motherfucker. Nothing wrong with my shirt. So, of course, if you, our YouTube channel, youtube.com/doghousebastards, you can now watch a show when we broadcast live. We've got 7 folk now watching live, Steve.
Oh, they'll see me giving them the finger.
They did, yes.
Cool.
And this is not bad for us having a test broadcast. Remember, folks, there is a live chat room there as well, so chat away, send us messages during the show. Feel free. You can, of course, call in tonight. Yeah. The lines are open, 0131 2081 364, or Skype us at Doghouse Bastards and get in touch with the show. So, Steve, as I was saying, I'm going off on a fucking tangent. My brain's not working properly.
You're derailing quite a lot tonight.
I really am a little bit. My brain isn't... The hard wiring's gone all to shit. See, dealing with a fucking squawking object, for days on end.
I can't believe you've just called your wife a squawking object.
Squawking fucking object. And the baby. Fucking nipping your shit. I'm not saying don't have kids, but, I've been this close to fucking shot putting out a window, I'm joking. It was more like a drop kick. But, we'll get...
I understand why people shake babies.
Yes!
Shut up!
Especially ginger ones, or twins. Fucking hell.
Jesus.
I'll get back to that anyway.
Knock their heads together.
But my point being was, Steve, was that, so you're moving out to this kind of area.
I am, yes.
You're moving to Inverurie.
Inverurie,
which is only going to be, like, 10 minutes.
It sounds way posher than it is. The The area's called Osprey Heights.
Osprey Heights. Don't give that away. People will know where that is.
I don't
They'll
care.
come to your
They won't
fucking
find
home and
my-
shit in your
They won't
garden.
find my house.
I've had fucking parcels arriving here. I don't know how they can find my
Dubious.
address.
Yeah.
You know?
That's all right. People can get my address all they want. Chances are I'll miss the delivery and then forget to pick it up from the post
Ah,
office
yes, I do that as well. It's so with you being so close, here's what we're thinking. I mean, provisionally we've said that obviously we still have to get the Shadio 5,000 plus VAT technologies industries set up properly, and right now it's a bit chilly to be doing that.
Yeah.
So we're thinking when you get settled in the new apartment, Steve apartment, apartment.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Steepartment. We'll think of a catchy name soon. So when you
Yeah.
get settled in the new house,
Yes.
basically, is you might have space then for us to set up a kind of mini studio.
Maybe.
So when I could leave here with the squawking people, you know, and come to you, and we can be loud and drink beer.
That sounds like a plan.
Oh my God, that would be wonderful.
totally up for
So
that.
I mean, the future is rosy. I mean, we have had folk concerned because there's been less shows,
Yeah, it's
less things going
it's
on.
died down its arse, hasn't it?
A
We've
little
done
bit, yeah.
So flaky, but we've all got commitments. We're all the adults, you know.
Yes, I know, and I do feel bad because people are like, "Oh, we'll need more shows," and I know I say this week in week out, but we are keeping this going, and it is going to get better.
I was thoroughly excited to see on the DHB Facebook page, facebook.com/DHB Radio.
Okay.
Yeah.
Facebook.com/doggisbastards.
Is it Dog and Bastard?
Yes.
Ah, man. Sorry about that. Anyway, it's been so long it's been since I've been on. No, but it was exciting to see, you were like, oh, I'm going to be on with Steev. And like,
Yes.
3 people were like, oh, yeah, Steev. I was like, no way.
Yeah,
Fans.
Dude, you've got no idea. I mean, most of our messages are people wanting back. I mean, don't get me wrong, this is no slight at all on some of the newer folk, like the Snuffles and whatnot as well. And,
Yeah, get fucked.
and we try some new folk. And they get a good response too, but
Yeah.
people still want the classics.
Oh, the
They
classics.
need the Steves, they need the Coops, the Maynards especially, the Maynards as well. We still get requests for some of the other guys, Lurchy of course as well. It's
What we need to do? We need to
get drunk and wrestle.
Maynard to pose for some Drake-esque pictures
We do.
in the pose.
We
with a tennis
really
racket.
do. In fact, can we make a Maynard Drake Pose T-shirt? And I'll tell you why. Because T-shirt sales have plummeted, Steve.
Oh no!
I don't know if it's because of the sharp decline of hello little dogs, Charm. Is that the sharp decline in our viewer listenership? Our numbers are still good download wise, but we're flaky, Steve. We're flaky.
We're not given what they deserve.
We're not given what they want, you see. So they're not quite as keen to visit old dhbshop.com and keep us paying the bill. If you guys feel like it, please go to dhbshop.com, help us pay the bills.
Maybe if you donate, maybe we'll be on more.
Oh, there's a good point, yes. Because, Daddy's had to cut back certain things.
Absolutely.
I've cut back some of the subscriptions for Skype, so we can't make much on the way of outgoing calls much anymore. We've had to cut back our hosting a little bit as well. We've had to cut back our
member on X Hamster.
exactly. It's not, but no, there is going to be. I mean, this new broadcast system we're using through YouTube. It's new software. The old software can get fucked. This new software, if it works, I mean, already the picture quality is better.
Oh, definitely.
It's not as good as it can be. If we pay more money towards it, we'll get better quality.
But that means paying money.
It means paying money, yeah. But so the plan is, with you being out here now as well, of course, is us doing more shows.
We might be able to take like £1 a week each.
Oh
Get
my-
ourselves a Beano.
Oh, I like that. A bean on a tubby chew.
Oh no,
I would like that.
I think we'd manage that. Is
Okay.
a Beano not like almost £2 now?
Is it?
It's ridiculously
Get
priced,
yourself to France.
I'll tell you what concerns me about this new setup is the hardware setup at the moment.
Oh yes.
Because obviously we're in your actual where the magic happens.
You're in where the magic happens. You're in
there's
the DH bedroom.
There's quite a cute bed in here. You've got like little fish and seals and deer and
Give us a
polar
tour
bears
of the bedroom, Steve.
and
In fact-
seagulls. I don't know.
In fact, before you do, Steve, we need some good background music for you to do the David Attenborough tour of the bedroom. Okay, so I think we're going to go for classic. In fact, we're needing a classic. We're needing a bit of the. There we go. It's a great tune for the kind of the theme we've got here. The bedroom where the magic happens.
Now you see it. Now you do it.
On you, Steve.
Oh right, sorry, yeah. So here we have, the natural habitat of the Scot, the bed.
Okay.
Which we've got this nice little duvet on here, covered in weird little animals.
Can you guess which side's mine?
I'm guessing the side next to the door, and reason being, I don't think you would fit at the other side.
Well, you would be wrong, sir.
Really?
See,
How does your fat arse get in there?
So we have the Steve falling over the bed. What else can you see in the wonderful DH bedroom?
There is a duvet thrown in the corner. Is it cold in here at night?
For those of you watching live, Steve is now wandering around with a hands-free microphone and the unmounted microphone.
So
a wee tour of the bedroom, if you will.
yeah, I should have guessed that's your side of the bed. There's like a tin of Coke.
Yes.
The only guy I know on earth that drinks fizzy juice in bed.
Oh God, yes.
What the fuck?
Absolutely, sir.
But there's a second duvet here just thrown on the.
That would be a maternity pillow.
Oh, okay.
It's a maternity pillow, sir.
Oh, it looks like a duvet.
Flung asunder.
The floor robe.
Because it's hard to get. It's hard to get naked huggles.
I can't believe we've still got the captain's hat.
Kept out for his yes. The captain's hat is still here.
Captain's hat's still here. We have, the usual PlayStation TV,
Naturally.
chest of drawers. Nothing overly, fancy at the moment. That's jumping out. It's just
No
your
sex
average
toys?
kind of like average bedroom attire. Sort
Yes.
of stuff, nothing untoward.
And describe the cockpit here.
So at the helm,
The pit of
if
cock.
you were, yes.
Yes.
Is that not, was that not ripped recently?
Yeah.
Anyway, so we have the desk, the old desk 2000 that's been used from the word go. I think.
Day one, yes.
Yeah. The Mac giving us all the Skype malarkey.
Yes.
We have a wee lamp in the middle, the iPad, the soundboard. Everything's so far looks good. You've got the monitor and the microphone.
Very much like the old setup.
Now, what
Close.
we have that concerns me, this
Right.
is where my hardware concerns come in,
Okay, bring it up.
is that you have this full studio type setup
Right.
with a camera pointing at the bed.
The bed. Well, kinda. Sort of. I mean, we're not doing cam shows.
Well, that's kind of what
Although
it
we
looks
could
like.
do with
That's my point.
There's a fucking revenue source right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Dogging House Barons.
The dog house passage, yeah. Scott's man cave.
Come and see me rip the heat clean off at only £5 a minute.
Yeah, it kind of actually looks like you're doing sex shows. I'm not going to lie.
Well, you know what, actually,
In
now,
fact,
now that you think
I'm
of it,
a little bit concerned that I'm wearing the captain's hat in here. I don't know what it's been used for.
do you know what? Now that you mentioned that, I'm just thinking, if I ever have to get workmen in here to do some work to the walls and the floors, I need to move all this shit around.
There's
because
even a mirror on the cupboard door, which makes me think you guys have well been pumping,
Well,
looking at yourselves in the mirror.
who doesn't do the American Psycho fucking bicep flex in the mirror? I mean, Rubes does it all the time. You
Yeah,
know?
well, I would, but we don't have mirrors in the bedroom.
Do you not?
We're not allowed.
They're not allowed.
No, she says looking at me once is bad enough.
Have a seat, Steve. Oh dear. So yeah, the thing is, the boudoir here has been kind of quiet of late, expectantly so.
I don't want to know. I just assume it's quiet all the time.
It's if this door's not rocking, then we're probably up fucking crying right now because with the baby.
Yeah.
Steve, I'm going to tell you right now. If you ever plan to have kids, or any of you out there, in fact, I've got a bone to pick with you folk out there as well, is that many of you out there who are already parents, not one of you fuckers warned me what to expect, with the new bab on the way. Not a single one of you bastards thought, oh, I better tell Scott what's going to happen. Oh, no. You all, and here's some of the fucking stupid things that people say. People will say to you, and Steve, if should you go ahead and you guys decide to procreate. Here's what to expect, right? Here's what to expect is people will say to you stupid things like, you better get your full asleep now because you won't get it later. Do you think that the body operates a bank system where you can store sleep, and then when it comes time, you can fall back on that reserves?
No, it's not. It's not really how it works.
Oh, you better get your sleep now because you're fucking right. By the way, you get no sleep. I have averaged between 2 to 5 hours a night for the last 3 weeks. How I'm still functioning on a high level is beyond me.
Well, let's face it, never really functioned on higher levels.
Very good point, sir. Very well made. And of course, the poor Rubes, she's the same. She's lucky because it's all about the boob feeding, you see.
Yeah.
And there's a thing called cluster feeding where they kind of feed for like an hour, they stop for 20 minutes, and they feed again, and they stop. And so she's lucky she's getting
I could live with that.
I could live
if it
with
was
that,
pizza, I'd be delighted.
yeah. But the poor Rubes is lucky if she's getting more than like 3 hours in a row of sleep at a time. And there's been times, Steve, when we both sat here, like damn near in tears, broken shells, thinking, what the fuck are we doing with our lives? Why have we done this? Don't get me wrong, he's beautiful,
Yeah.
I love him to bits, he's beautiful, he's my world, but shut up for 10 minutes. Just shut up. You've got a fill belly. I've cleaned away that cavernous mountain of fucking shat that you filled your curry paste that's just through your nappy, And let me tell you as well about little boys. And again, listeners out there, ha ha, Scotty, ha, suffer you fat bastard. Listen, you shower out objects. Not one of you said, oh, by the way, Scott, when you're a little boy, when you take the nappy off, as soon as the air hits his toodle, it goes off like a fucking fire hose.
I mean, that happens in adult life, though. You should have known that.
Well, it doesn't happen to me, though, when I take my fucking pants off.
Well, no, but
off like,
okay.
why?
So, like,
Oh,
in a sober Sunday afternoon, when you're just kicking about the house and you go into a nice warm toilet, no, you're not going to notice. But if you, like, think about, say, like, a Christmas night out, you know, and it's really cold, like, you're down at, like, maybe 2-3 degrees,
right,
frosting on the ground, you're stumbling home, and you're like, oh, I need to pee. And the second you undo that zip, you're like, oh, my God. And it's just like...
Oh, well, that happens, yes.
But that's because of the cold.
But then you
The
say you
cold
still
hits
have
it.
a certain degree of control, though. You know, it's.
Yeah, but I mean, the cold does a lot to that bad boy.
Right, well, okay, I'll give you that. But, you know, you take a nappy off, the cold hits the toodle, and it goes off. Do you know those little fucking, the 10p bags you to get in cheap shops? With the little shitty plastic water pistols.
No, we never used to shop there.
With about maybe like a 3 foot, 4 foot range.
Right, yeah, okay.
That's the same spray that comes with infant's penis, and it's got the same control. It goes. It was that bad. I told you on the last show as well. He went off. It went off while I was getting changed. Went all over his face and his mouth. You know. Of course I'm hee-hawing. The poor Rube's like, oh my God, my poor baby's peed his own mouth. I'm fucking laughing away. It's not funny, though, that when you change the nappy and then he pisses all over you, like up the shirt and into your beard.
You should get one of the, you know, Betterware sell these things, and it's like little clips for bags in the freezers, but what you're supposed to do is fold the bag over and then clip it with this. It's just like a clamp.
Oh, yes.
But you could probably put it in the end of his knob.
Well, I did say, look, can we invest in some bulldog clips? Yeah. But you know, seemingly, well, Grandma vetoed that idea,
Nip
you know,
the
just
end of
nip
it,
the end of it, and, you know, it's fine, you know. Okay, it might expand and blow at the clip bar, you know, and
be all right.
eventually rupture, but, you know.
Sorry, but the amount of time you need to take that nappy off anyway, I'm assuming that, you know.
Dude, you know, the baby, the little bastard.
We're just letting him live in a B-day for a year.
I'm going to have to do it. I'm going to have to get like a fucking, you know, you get shower wet rooms.
Yeah.
If I can get a wet room and just leave them on the floor, you know,
okay,
you can
just
go for it.
Shower him,
It's
hose
like
him
a
down.
fucking screaming fucking shitty bomb. And he'll fill an nappy and he'll take it off and you can drop it and it hits the floor like a thump.
Oh yeah,
you
like
know, a proper solid. And, good, okay, he's empty, and I'll put a fresh one on. The second you put the last tie, the face. Oh, for fuck's sake. I've seen me in the space of 10 minutes with 4 nappy changes. Where's it all coming from, you little bastard? You know?
Yeah. You need to stop it. It's a cluster shitting at the same time.
Cluster shitting, exactly. So we've got this shitting conundrum going on. We've got this pissing conundrum, fucking fire hose thing going on as well. We're getting no sleep whatsoever. And I'll tell you something as well, though, Steve. This little bastard is a fucking troll. He's a troll, Steve, because what he'll do is that with us only, he's screaming and crying and giving us the V's and pissing all over us. The minute a visitor comes, be it yourself or Coops or a fucking godsend.
He was really nice to me when I was here.
Oh, yes.
Offered me a beer and everything.
He did. He gave you a back rub. You know, fucking big fan of yours. You know, Grandma today, we'll go see Grandma. He laid her like a goddamn angel. Oh, butter wouldn't melt. She, of course, is saying, oh, look at him, he's so lovely and he wouldn't do anything wrong. I can't believe he's loud. You try being there at 3 in the morning
Sold. Take him.
when he's fucking spraying shit like... Do you remember Bugsy Malone with the custard guns?
Oh, yeah.
Poof!
Yeah,
Fucking just shot coming out like a fucking bullet.
Nice.
You know? Bastard. I'm just sick.
It must be like, I can imagine it being like a brown version of the Marshmallow Man exploding in Ghostbusters.
Oh, yes. Good. Stay puffed.
Everyone, stay shit.
Stay shit. Yeah. It's just horrifying.
Nice.
I'm not one of you, so-called DHB friends out there, but don't get me wrong, a lot of them are really cool, Steve. A lot of them, in fact, majority of folk have been brilliant, listener-wise. We've had tons of emails and messages and folks saying congratulations. We've had people, listeners, send us things for the wee man, you know, gifts and like Jim Patience and Dean Mays and of course before with Jimmy Gannon, all these guys who've gone out of their way to quirky onesies. He's got Star Trek onesies. He's got, you know,
I hope it's not a red top one he's got.
No, yellow.
He'll be the first one to go.
Exactly. Drop kick at the window. He's, you know, he's got the great one from the Coops, which was alas, I appeared to have shat my pantaloons, you know, which is fucking cool. AC/DC ones. He's got, He's got the DHB ones, of course, as well, that we got from the Phraze.
yeah,
Yes,
okay.
you know. So people have been more than generous. I've been amazed how many folk have come bearing gifts. Yourself in the flaps, you know. People coming bearing gifts for the wee man. It's been fucking awesome. It really has.
Yeah, it's nice to be nice.
But then these bastards, Steve, I'll tell you right now, don't fucking do this. Don't go near your kids. Like, don't even think about it. Get the tubes tied now, because everything goes wrong and everyone laughs at you. Ha ha ha! They say, oh, if you post on Facebook, oh, what's up? I've had 2 hours sleep. Woe is me, FML. Who's got some spare shoes? It's like you're gonna have everyone going, ah ha! Oh, goody and fatty, I'll teach you for having babies. Oh, get used to it. You know, it doesn't get better. Blah, blah, blah. Get fucked, a lot of you.
You know what I can't get my head around is quite regularly, you know, you'll see kids kicking off now and again from time to time in like coffee shops and just general public areas where, you know, folk have to go do their shopping and, you know, they don't have a babysitter, so the baby's with them.
Yes.
And they kick off and you're like, you know, most of the shop goes, holy fuck. You know, everyone's just like, oh my God, it's a second coming of the devil.
Yes.
You know, never mind Jesus, we're fucked.
We're fucked.
You still get women that go, oh, I want one.
Oh, I know. Exactly. You know,
No, you don't.
As a man, I've seen you before sitting in like a cafe and, you know, my big plate of chips. And, you know, folk, you know, Bairns fucking, like, even like in Tesco, even today in fucking Tesco, there was a little ginger bastard who I nearly ran over with a buggy, you know, with the pram, sorry. With the trolley, sorry. Because he was like, he kept running in front of my trolley and I'm going to fucking knock him out. I thought, if I can get a corner who was a little cunt, no one sees me, I'm going, boom, in his chin.
Good shout, yeah.
Some of that sparkle, you know.
Kick him in. A good push kick. I think that would do.
You know, I mean, well, look at, Steve, you remember, of course, Mile Flat and some of the kids in that area. You know, the most horrifically... Yeah, meth babies. The most horrifically racist, violent, shower of scummy bastards you've seen in your goddamn days.
Correct.
Thank God I moved it here, I'll tell you.
Oh, yeah. That was it, yeah. I can't imagine bringing a child up in that area.
No. It was bad enough bringing you up and Forbes up in that area. So anyway, listen, enough about me complaining about my life, you know. We've
still complaining about mine.
Well, because Steve, I mean, again, you know, we talked about, you know, listeners who messaged you and stuff and messages of support and Steve's back, great, which I'm delighted to have, you know.
Hello.
However, I'm concerned that fame might be going to your head a little bit.
Oh.
I'm just a little bit concerned.
Right.
Because I know that recently, Steve, you have had some cosmetic surgery. I'm not saying fame's going to your head, you know. But if you come near my fucking door with a touch of Botox, we're going to kick off.
Absolutely no idea what you're on about, and I can say that with a perfectly straight face.
Well played. So, but yeah, you mean you've had a little bit of surgery.
I've had the old hooter sorted out.
So what was the problem before?
I couldn't breathe.
You couldn't breathe?
Couldn't breathe through my nose. Well, I could, but it was very restricted.
Was it? What happened? What happened that it was blocked up? Did you break it before? Or?
Oh man, I must have been like 18 years old in a nightclub, chatting up a lassie, being like,
Right.
"Oh, all right, how you doing? All right,
Okay.
yeah, how you doing?" And things were going very well.
She smashed your handbag.
Quite charming. Well, not quite. No, her boyfriend intervened and headbutted me,
Oh dear. Okay.
which, you know, put an end to my symmetrical face.
Oh
So
no.
I've actually spent more of my life with a squint face than I have a straight face.
Okay.
But yeah, it broke
So
my
you were
nose
concerned
and-
your nose was a kind of bent angle before.
crooked, yeah, it was. It was severely restricted. But what I found out was when I went to the ear, nose, and throat clinic, that your ears and your nose continue to grow your entire life.
Seemingly, yes.
So
Well, I knew your ears did, but not your nose.
this I was unaware of.
Okay.
So with my nose continuing to grow, because it was growing at the wrong angle, it just got worse and worse and worse over time. So eventually got to the stage where it was like, right, I really can't breathe now.
Oh no.
Time to do something. So yeah, got booked in, broken, drilled out, sorted about, fucked about. They cut bits of skin away as well. That there's like apparently bits of skin that flare up when you get hay fever.
Oh, okay.
And they're like, oh yeah, we'll trim them back. Yeah, cool. You go. Yeah, no problem. So yeah, got that done. And now it's like, I can breathe.
Holy shit, man. That's messed up.
Yeah, it's weird because my nostrils still feel like slightly constricted.
Yeah.
You know, with like all the blood and stuff that's in there just now. But I can still breathe through it. And I'm like, wow, when it was like this before, I would just be like,
Oh,
you know, I
okay,
would like
okay,
choke.
yeah.
Whereas now I'm like, still breathing.
Okay.
Awesome. It's
Bloody hell.
quite a nice feeling.
Ah.
It's good. Although I did get into trouble because I was heavy breathing last night in my sleep.
I did see the post on Facebook.
Yeah, the
You know,
poor flaps. But
yes.
then, in my defence, I was probably dreaming about pizza.
Right. I do all the time.
Although
So, I mean, well, the reason I ask is because you broke your nose in a similar fashion to my brother. The wee dog, Jamie himself. And what happened to him was, again, out in the piss, we were in a club in Aberdeen that had a completely mirrored wall.
Oh, right.
It was an old club, Franklin's, back in the day.
I remember Franklin. It was the first pub I ever worked in.
Was it really? Well,
technically second.
Don't know if you remember, upstairs, completely mirrored wall, essentially. So, what happened was we got him pretty horrifically drunk, essentially.
No, don't have a word.
I know it's a shocker, but we did, yes. And we got him pretty horrifically drunk, and he could see the mirrored wall, but he thought in his drunken state it was an extra part of the bar.
Oh.
He couldn't see his own reflection. All he could see was more people and a longer bar.
Oh, no.
So I'd said jokingly, you should go through there and see, if you can find anybody. Oh, I will do. I started walking towards the glass. Now, of course, as a concerned brother, I went to stop him. However, my sister, who's an evil bastard, gave him a shove.
Oh, brilliant.
Go faster. Boom. So
straight in it.
Straight into it, leading face first, right? Nose, boof, smashed. You see, of course.
No.
Like yourself, of course, as well, couldn't breathe out of one side of his nose at all.
Oh, I got really bad at one point where I actually couldn't breathe through my nostril. It was only one nostril at a time.
Oh.
It was you can only breathe through one nostril, but obviously your nose switches nostrils, apparently.
Yeah.
So when one gets blocked, it's like, right, use the other till it clears, which is all well and good, but when the other one's blocked as well, you then end up just going...
Oh, no.
Like you can't breathe, so you've got to go back to the mouth, and then that's when you're drying out your mouth, and you end up with throat infections and stuff. Oh, it's a fucking nightmare.
So they had to go in, of course, to your nose, break it, straighten it and clear the passageways, I take it.
I believe so, yeah. I was out for the count at the time, so
Okay.
I don't actually know what they did.
I did see the fucking Snapchat in the bed with the face all smashed up, and the black eyes with the thumbs up, hey, which I like, but I like that, because it wasn't like somebody else's page who would be, oh, look at me, woe's me, I'm in bed, woe's me, I'm poorly, I'm Forbes. It's, oh, it's me, oh, look at me, woe's me, Forbes. With fucking, here's me unconscious, I get in Forbes. That wouldn't happen. Here's Steve, face all smashed up, thumbs up, hey, look at me, I'm recovering.
I'm still alive.
Still alive. So the nose has healed now.
I wouldn't say it's fully healed. I mean, it's going to be another month, maybe 2, before it's 100% healed.
Yeah.
It's quite tender round about my eyes and over the bridge of my nose. Still got a little lump there as well. But yeah, it's a lot better than it was.
Yeah.
So can't complain.
Ah, dear. But I mean, are you happy with the results now? Is everything good?
Well, yeah, I mean, I can breathe. That was the main thing.
Cosmetically, are you happy? Because I know you were concerned that you
I
were
think
still
it's still squint. I'm not really concerned. I'm just I'm pissed off because why break it if you're not going to straighten it, cunts? I was like, fuck me.
So you think that they've broken it just to clear it and left it squint?
Well, I don't think it was deliberate left squint. I think they've just lined it up as best they can and be like, you know what, it's better than it was.
Oh no!
So, but you've got to think these surgeons are breaking a nose which will swell up instantly.
Yeah.
And then they've got to try and set it, with swollen flesh around it. So I mean, they're the chances of them getting it spot on are like 0 to minus in my mind. I don't really care.
Bloody hell! I mean, to me, it looks fine. It's
thank you very much.
It's still it's an epic nose. I mean, not in a bad way.
Right.
It's a very distinguished nose.
Right. Like my distinguished
not in a bad way.
Like my face looks like it was caught in a Hoover at some point when I was a young child, and my nose and my chin are now pointing towards where that Hoover would have been. Yeah, I get you. I hear you.
Steve, going back to this whole baby thing, I've got to mention as well that that if you were to decide to have a baby, right? If, for example, you and your new nose, bit of sauce, you and your new nose and your good lady, the flaptastic, thought right, time is right. You see, let's go for this.
No,
I saw the Rubes found a bit of advice online.
Don't do it
for new. Well, kinda yes. But somebody had asked, someone said on Reddit had said, and I thought it was wonderful. Is it said on Reddit, like, thinking about having a baby, we're planning now, we're getting our finances in place and stuff, and we're checking our schedules, and we're getting everything right so that when we do have the baby, everything's in place. Does anybody have any advice on how we can prepare ourselves for how the first few kind of weeks are going to go, What can we do so that we know what to expect, Yeah. And somebody replied saying, hire a friend to come to your house and sleep at your house for 7 nights in a row. And then at random times throughout the night, come into your room and scream. Right? Because better, flip on the light and throw a bag of well-shook angry cats on top of you. Right?
Right.
Now, before you go to sleep, you must calm all said cats.
Right.
And will also clean up all their shit and piss before you can dare sleep again. You see, this is the best fucking, the best, I'm going to say, analogy.
Simulation, maybe.
Simulation, if you will. I mean, parents out there must know what we're on about. Steve, it's the worst few weeks.
Virtual parenting.
I don't get people who have babies and then say, you know what, I could do all that again. I could go through all that again.
Sadistic
I'm
fucks.
getting, yeah. Okay, I imagine that when the baby gets to kind of toddler stage, because right now it's essentially a potato that farts and sleeps and shits, you see, and eats.
Yeah.
And that's it. There's very, very little in the way of personality there.
Yeah.
Apart from being a cranky little dickhead, you know?
Yeah.
I imagine when he gets a bit bigger and a bit more of a toddler and they can do things and strut around and that's fine. Then maybe, you're like, look at you and your personality and you're great and blah, blah, blah.
You dick.
Maybe you could do with a fucking a pal, you knob,
Stop drinking my beer.
Get back in your fucking kennel, you little bastard. Stop drinking my beer.
Nobody likes your ginger.
But you little fucking rodent. That's terrible.
Good night, I love you.
No, never speak to him again. Don't look me in the eyes, little bastard. I'll punch you in the face
Hope
again.
you have nightmares.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, God. Yeah, I'm totally ready for kids.
Here's your new pet, a wild boar. Keep in your room. It's just. It's like the Spartans, you throw it the wolves. If it survives and it's your baby, if not, well, fuck, it's done. You see.
Is it, yeah.
I'm gonna throw it the neighborhood
alligators.
cats.
Yeah.
Bastard. But speaking of cats, we had a drama, Steve.
Oh no.
Now I know that you're a cat fan.
I am a cat fan.
I know you're a
king
cat
of gay for
fan.
cats.
You love cat. You've met our cat,
Yes.
Ambassador Mr. Bigglesworth, past the Batman III,
Yep.
or Biggie, these pals, Biggie Smalls, or Biggie.
Yeah, Biggie.
Everyone calls him
He's a
Biggie.
Kiwi guy. He's all right.
Oh yeah. Oh,
Like him.
Biggie's fucking ace. He's very affectionate, very friendly.
Don't say anything to Milo, but I think I prefer him over the dogs.
I prefer everything over Milo, to be fair. Jack's ace. Biggie's awesome.
Jack just looks
Milo's
like a
a
Brillo pad with
fucking
legs
knob.
and a nose.
Milo goes out of his way to be a knob now.
Yeah, but
Milo
I kind of
now.
like him for that as well.
No, I don't.
I've got a good respect for
You
that.
can open the back door and say, right, go outside and do your business because we're about to leave the house for maybe an hour.
Yeah.
An hour. Not even an hour, 20 minutes. We're going to go to grandma's and back with the baby. We'll be 20 minutes, go out and do your stuff and come back in, you see.
Yeah.
He'll go outside. He'll deliberately hold in the shit and piss.
Mm-hmm.
Even though he knows you're back in a minute. And the minute you turn the key in the door, pissing shit in the house. What the fuck are you doing?
Learned behaviour from the wee man, innit?
Oh,
He
must
shits,
be.
He shits and pisses himself and gets all this attention.
I'm
going to do that.
His only redeeming factor is that he quite likes the baby.
Yeah.
Over a wee sniff, oh hello pal, how are you? Walks away again, gives maybe a wee lick. Oh, bye bye now.
Yeah.
Jack's terrified, Biggie could give none fucks. Biggie the cat though, again, cat drama. He's the friendliest cat.
Mm-hmm.
He came into the street. He instantly made friends with like 4 other cats in the area.
Nice.
He's like the kingpin leader of the fucking pack.
All right, yeah, okay.
He's like the alpha male. They all go out and hunt things and kill things
All
together.
right,
You see,
okay.
especially next door's cat called Lucky.
All right.
And Lucky's a big black fucker as well. You
See,
see,
I always wonder about people calling their cat Lucky because eventually that's going to be a really ironic name.
yes, when Lucky gets crushed by a fucking 4x4.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So, Lucky's and him are thick as thieves. Both come to our window to get fed and stuff and petted and blah blah.
Yeah.
They went missing. They both went
Oh.
missing together. You see.
Eloped.
And we thought eloped. They might be a bit of gay. Who knows?
Yeah.
Away they went to Gretna Green. Both went missing. So overnight we're thinking, well, cats do this. Cats go away. Cats go
They
missing.
tend to fuck off.
It happens occasionally,
Temperamental cunts, to
We'll
be honest
get
with you.
over it, you see.
Yeah.
So day 1 went past, no cat. We're like,
Oh.
okay, well, don't panic yet. But, I mean, before it would have been full panic. Now that we're kind of concentrating on keeping a small child alive, it's like, oh, well,
You know what? It's his survival instinct.
he'll tend himself, he'll be fine, you see.
He'll be fine. He's got survival instincts. Let's go look for the cat.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Throw him a ham hock, he'll be fine. So, so that was fine. But then day 2 came, still no cat, you see. It's getting late at
That's
night.
not good.
There's no cat. 40 hours later, still no cat. I'm thinking, right, he's been hit by a car.
Bad news, that, isn't it?
But then we found out the neighbour's cat, Lucky, was missing too.
Mm.
So they're both missing together, which you think, well, that's suspicious, you see.
Yeah.
Why would that be?
Catnapped.
catnapped. So of course, the poor
Couldn't
Rubes'
have
first
been
reaction
skinned and
was
made in a nice handbag.
exactly that maybe pikeys have stolen the cats and used them as bait animals for
Is
fucking
there a
fighting
Chinese
dogs.
restaurant around here?
There fucking is as well. There's a
that'd be my
very
first port of
ropey
call.
Indian around here as well.
That would be my first port call. Right, you. What's on special tonight?
What's in your madras, you
Yeah.
bastard?
Yeah.
So kind of panicking. Where the
Your
fuck is the
meowdras.
cats? Your meowdras. Oh,
Sorry.
that's wonderful.
Yeah. Puntastic.
So
Anyway.
we are. So the cats go missing. No idea where they are. We speak to the neighbour next door. She's panicking because her cat's missing too.
Right.
She then posts on her Facebook page saying if anybody has seen two black cats roaming around together, please give us a shout in the Old Meldrum area, blah, blah, The neighbour to my other side with Marjoram. Right? Marjoram! Be the nothing man! No, that's harsh. Okay. I love you guys. Potato. No, that's a spastic. No, okay, now come on now. We can't make fun of the defaults. So,
You say what you like about deaf people.
Marjam's inside the house, obviously smashing her face against the wall. No, okay. So they get the
I love
message.
him.
When I grow up, I want to be a tractor. So, no, stop it now, sir. Okay, right. So cats are going missing. The neighbour. No, she's not a spacker. She's got a proper job and everything. Proper job and everything. She gets a bus and
Doesn't even have a fancy parking
they
space.
let her in the bus, unsupervised.
Fucking hell.
She hasn't even got a handler. Just goes out and
Did she pay
fucking
full bus fares?
does kung fu.
Holy
You know the guy member that got in trouble, remember from the fucking Mandela's funeral, who was making up sign
yeah.
language.
Yeah.
Lamppost, tractor, ironbury
Yeah.
ball, fucking
Yeah.
captain. Just like that.
Nice.
But she can read lips.
All right.
So as long as you speak to her slowly and clearly, she can make out what you're saying. She's a smart one, you see. Yeah, sparkler one.
You should Google phrases that are hard to lip read.
Oh.
Or could be construed as something else.
Or maybe I can learn to, through my voice, to the mouth, like a ventriloquist.
Yeah, so
So I can speak to her, but my mouth doesn't move.
Yeah.
Hello, how much? How are you
like
doing?
the boy from fucking Police Academy.
like Snooky Bear.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, for the love of fuck, okay. So, the boy from Police... Oh, the guy does the beatboxing and stuff.
Yeah.
And all the sounds. Okay.
Quite entertaining,
Oh,
wouldn't
that'd be good, yeah. So...
Plus, it'd make her look like a right rude cunt.
Oh, bastard.
You'd be like, what the fuck?
So
Oh, gee.
they're, of course, browsing the Facebooks. They see this post from the neighbour saying, have you seen our black cats? So the neighbour goes, right, what I'll do is I'll go and have a wee nosy... Face will cover in spaghetti. Hey, what I'll do? No, not her. The man, you see. What I'll do. Is that window open? Okay, doesn't matter. Someone hears. Is that? She goes, what I'll do. He says what I'll do is I'll go and check my shed in case they snuck in there while I've been mowing the grass and wiping the fucking getting extra bibs for fucking Spuggo's face right in the house. So stop it. So.
Think your neighbours will ever listen in?
Oh, I pray not. Oh, she won't.
Anyway,
Oh, I was too quiet. Okay,
try and get a transcript
there we go.
in braille just in case.
So he goes at the shed, checks the shed. That's fine, all clear, no cats.
No cats in here.
Whilst walking back to the house, casts a casual glance into the caravan that he owns.
Is he a pikey?
No, but he has a wee caravan
right.
for
Raping
wee...
children.
Right, okay. Yes. For a caravan
Because
for
he's-
raping
Because
children,
he's
okay.
clearly a dirty pedo.
Right, okay. So he has a wee...
He's into deaf women and
Well,
kids.
he's not into fucking kids, okay? I better look up my wee one. Got on me. His nose pressed against the glass. Drool marks from her, I like your children. So he looks in the caravan. There's 4 eyes looking out. Oh, fucking hell, cats! So
Oh, I thought you
turns
meant
out,
someone in glasses.
he'd obviously opened the caravan to do a thing. The cats had snuck in, and he'd locked them in.
comfy, yeah.
Got comfy. They'd been locked in for like 2 days. Right? Oh, well, yes, you can imagine, right?
Oh no!
So yeah. So this poor man then opens the fucking caravan door.
Knocked out with the smell.
Well, both cats evacuate.
Aye.
But it turns out both cats have also evacuated in the
Oh, I
caravan.
bet that would be
It
howling.
was seemingly a fucking brand new caravan. midden of cat shat and piss.
I'd be impressed if it was
Just
a
up the fucking walls, and they've climbed things, they've
wow.
clawed things.
Oh yeah.
You know, brand new
When
clawing.
they get frustrated, they claw. They,
Yeah.
to de-stress, they'll put their claws into things. You
So,
know? Oh, man.
so little did I know the cats were free, because I was downstairs with Angus, and he was wide awake, of course, because fuck sleep,
yeah.
you know. And it's like early hours in the morning. Rubes is getting a few hours sleep. I saw the neighbour walk past with an angry face to the other neighbour's house.
Yeah.
Obviously went, fucking cats are in my caravan. They're free now, though, but my fucking caravan's a fucking mess. I'm not seeing this. Comes by our house, obviously doesn't knock because he thinks, well, they've got a baby, so I'll leave them in peace, you know.
Or you
but
know, you are this
caravan.
kind of guy that he'd say something, you'd be like, "Sorry, what was that?" And he'd say, "Nothing."
Well, there's that, you know.
What was that? Nah, nothing. Nothing.
so-
It's a lovely cat you have.
It's a beautiful cat. Well done, sir.
Yeah.
Very proud of it. So,
Didn't shit once in the caravan. That other one though, oof.
but the other one, the other neighbour whose cat is lucky, comes round and ding dong, oh, the cats are here, they're fine, here's your cat back. Oh, wonderful. Cat comes in, eats and fucks off again.
Yeah,
you
no
know,
doubt.
but they're safe, which is the
Yeah.
main thing, you know. But that poor man's caravan was a fucking midden. Now, you know, Steve, as well, when you have a litter tray in the house, and you've got 3 cats that you've got,
Yeah, we've got
3
3,
cats, yes,
yeah.
aye. So the litter tray, and they're all indoor cats.
They're all
as well.
indoor cats. Yes.
Oh,
my
jeez.
tray gets scooped twice a day.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, you scoop it in the morning, you come home after work, and it's full again. So you scoop it again, and then you're changing the tray every 3 days.
Oh, God, yes.
I think maximum 3 days.
Yeah.
And that's
Because
when
you start to get that lingering pong throughout the whole house.
well, we don't, but I know that if you leave it any longer than 3, that's when it starts. And I'm
Aye.
like, right, well, just keep on top of that shit. And I mean, every time I clean that tray out, I'm like, in the shower room, hose it down, bleach,
Yep.
clean, you know.
And the worst thing is, you can't leave it as well for like an extra day because the cats get kind of arsy about it.
Yeah, they're like,
because
no,
they
I'm
refuse
not
to use
pissing
it.
on that, yeah.
I'll go fucking behind your TV if I have
Yeah,
to, pal.
that's
You know?
it. Yeah, it's behind the TV or in the shower base.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, see, we've had it behind the TV before, and the water sprayed you. Brick,
Yeah.
you know. Of course, you're hitting plugs and everything else back
Yeah.
there too. Oh no, fucking
Aye.
exploding things. So yeah, that's been a fun time. Is the cat fucking shitting everywhere.
Yeah, see, that's why you put your TV on the wall. There's nowhere for them to hide.
Oh no, I need to do that as well.
My 2 cats I had before when I was like with my ex-wife, they were called Jaffa and Alan, and they were dicks for going behind the TV.
I remember fucking Jaff and Alan.
They're cute little cats, but like they knew when they were in the wrong, so it didn't matter what they did. As soon as they did it, they're like, "Oh fuck!"
Yeah.
They'd go hide behind the TV, and they knew damn well that it was a total bollock for me to try and get them and tell them off. They just hide there.
Okay. Oh right.
And there's times that you would just see the little eyes poking out from behind the DVD player, and you'd be like, "The fuck have they done?"
They fucking know they've pissed
And
you off.
you'd take a wee wander around the house, and you'd find like they'd been in a cupboard, and there's like fucking ham lying everywhere, or you know they've shat in the fucking bath or something. It was like,
Yeah.
you bastards.
Oh, mother.
Fly fuckers. The doors in my flat, these flats were designed to be like, I'm not sure what regulations they were built to, but every door was a fire door.
Okay.
So it was self-closing.
Right.
So like the cats had to be locked out the room. You know, you had to wedge a living room door open for them, and they got the run of the big living room in the hall
Right,
during the
okay.
day. At night time, these little fuckers would go up to the door, and because it was spring loaded, they couldn't just push it open. But they figured out if one hung on the door handle and the other pushed the door,
They didn't, did they?
they would manage to sneak in.
They're like fucking velociraptors.
Little bastards, honestly.
Oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
The only saving grace with them is that when they did meow, it was just a little meh, and that was it. It was
Yeah.
nothing, and that was all you ever got from them. So you
Yeah.
didn't even notice them in the room. Nelson, on the other hand, like he knows if he's hungry, he'll go in the kitchen and he'll sit on the worktop, which he's not allowed to do.
Okay.
And he's like, "Well, feed me," and it's like, right, okay, ignore him. 'Cause
Right.
he's being bad, shouldn't get rewarded.
Yes.
He'll then jump down and he goes up to the cupboard door, and you get
Scratching at it.
and then it's 2 paws.
Right.
Scratch, 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 scratch. And it's like, no, ignore him. It's not
Okay.
going to happen. No, we'll just leave him.
Don't
and
respond to terrorists.
and then he starts with a meow,
Oh, no.
meow, and then it's moo, and you're like, fucking hell, dude, I'm trying to watch
Like he's
TV.
being murdered.
Oh yeah, it's ridiculous.
Bloody hell.
And then when you do feed him, apparently, and I only just found out about this a couple of weeks ago, Bengal cats have this thing for like celebrating once they've been fed. So
celebrating.
oh yeah, they're like, being fed, life is good, let's tell the world. So you'll then run around the flat, and the little tail poofs up, and the hackles on the back are up, and they're like, "Pah!" The fluff everywhere, and he runs about like mad, and he's meowing and howling, and he's
Yeah.
up his cat post, he's down his cat post, he's through the bedroom, he's back in the living room, he's into the bathroom, and then he stops. and then he starts Mao, Mao, Mao,
Oh,
and you're like,
what?
for fuck's sake, dude! It's like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh,
He's an
man.
absolute knob,
Just a dickhead.
total dickhead. Wouldn't
Fucking
change it
hell.
for the world though.
No, God, no. I mean,
But we can't, but-
we're lucky that... Oh, hold on, guys. We'll get a phone call here.
Don't say fuck our
Steve's
bugger.
not got headphones, but... Oh, phone call's going away again.
No, well, fuck him.
What I'll do, Steve, with the phone again, I'll put the headphones down so maybe we can hear the call through these
All right,
ones.
yeah.
Oh, here we
Look,
go. Look, let's give it a try. In
Right,
fact,
an ear each.
well, what I might do is I will answer to the call.
Right, you speak to him.
Hello, caller.
Hello, Merry Christmas. How's you?
It's Davey and Den.
tell
Davey
you
and Den,
what.
how are you doing?
I'll take this opportunity to go for a piss.
Oh, Steve, go and pee, okay? You feel free, pal.
No, out the
Go and
window, I
urinate. How are you, sir?
I'm alright, mate. How's you?
I will talk to you briefly while Steve goes and urinates all over my bathroom like a fucking cat in heat.
Oh dear.
Exactly.
Yes.
So, Davian, I mean, of course, you've been viewing our first ever YouTube live feed.
Yes.
And now you said there could be a problem with the audio being a wee bit out of sync with the video.
It did look like the audio and video was out by about half a second, but I
Right.
don't know if that was just the uploaded video that was on that link that was live.
Ah, right. Okay, that could well be it, possibly.
Yes.
But it's working. I mean, it seems to be working so far. We're using new software. It seems to be quite clear as well so far. I'll fill you in later on, of course, for your own show. Speaking of which, how's things with your show, pal? Of course, with the strangetimeshow.com.
Oh, it's all right. It's lumbering on as it does because we've got nothing else better to do. I might be having a wee tickle with Cat later on online, actually. We'll
Lovely.
see what he's up to. So what's this new software you're testing then?
I will fill you in after the show. I don't want to bore our listeners with fucking technical data, but you know, it's good so far. I mean, it seems to be lighter workload wise than the Ustream app is, and it seems to be a bit clearer as well. And if you pay for it, you get higher resolution. I mean, even this is the basic resolution, which is it's not too bad. I mean, according to chat room, there might be out by a second audio versus the video, but that's not too bad. Hopefully that's bearable enough, you know. But I mean, this is of course early days. We are just testing this out. You know, this is the first live stream, so there could be teething problems. There could be a bedding in process, but so far I think we're doing okay. I think it's working. I prefer using YouTube, and I don't know about you, Davian, but certainly in my experience with the Ustream, we've had nothing but problems. You know,
I never got on with it, to be honest.
yeah, the quality suffered. We've had problems with the adverts for people watching as well. We've had, problems with that. We've had problems with the software crashing, YouTube itself being a dickhead. Well, this way, at least with YouTube, sorry, people can find it easier with their phones. They can find it easier on the fucking website. We can post the video directly onto our Facebook page. So it seems to be, hopefully, a wee bit better.
I hope it is.
Are you still there?
I'm still there, yeah.
Ah, okay, yes.
I think the internet had a quick brain fart there, wasn't it?
So, Davian, before we go, we let give you a wee chance to pimp out your new T-shirts that you have for the strangetimeshow.com.
Oh, yes. Some very talented, young, attractive artist by the name of Scott Taylor did the design.
Yes, he did.
T-shirts. Which if you hop along to strangetimeshow.com, you can fucking click on the link and buy one. I mean, you said you gave me the design, so I don't have to pay royalties, do I?
You do not, sir, at all. No, you have done far
all right.
more than enough for us in the past. So it was my pleasure to draw you in a humorous fashion, and of course draw poor Bon as a fucking strange-looking pedo bear-looking onesie motherfucker. So yeah, I'm happy with that.
I think that deserves to be a T-shirt all by itself. That's a design.
Possibly, yes.
Mr. Oboe, yeah.
Well, listen, Davian, we're going to carry on, but thank you for calling in there, sir.
Oh, mate.
Take care and toodaloo.
Toodaloo,
Yeah, take it easy,
motherfucker.
mate. That's all.
There we go.
Obviously, if you are going to go buying T-shirts, buy ours first.
Well, again, I'll reiterate, of course, because we do have to pay the bills. And I did have the DHB shop moderator admin saying, "Are we still running this thing, or what's going on?" And it's partly our fault. We haven't.
this thing on?
Is this thing on? Because we haven't refreshed the stock. I don't know how long. You see, we're needing some new designs. Let's have a contest. People out there, go and make us some new DHB designs we can put on goddamn T-shirts, because we're needing to refresh the stock. We're needing to get more sales to help cover the costs outgoing, you see.
I think we need an online bling / Maynard T-shirt.
Oh, okay.
Maynard bling design.
A Maynard bling design. I
So,
like that idea.
You know, obviously this Drake thing has been going viral lately.
The Drake dance.
Yeah, so everyone's been like adding their own things to GIF
Yeah.
and making it more humorous. I think we just need a Maynard version of that.
Uh-huh.
It doesn't need to be animated. It just needs to be Maynard
okay.
in
I
the
like
pose on a t-shirt.
I do like that.
I
think anything Maynard related, is gold. You know,
Absolute black gold.
black gold, exactly.
Big
Texas
in
tea.
oil.
Speaking about big in oil, Steve. I mean, how's things going just now, job wise?
Big in car oil.
Big in car oil. So
Yes.
you're back. Of course, you are back now working in the car industry,
Yes.
and you're loving it, no doubt.
Yes.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Things going pretty poorly, are they?
I don't know. I genuinely thought I was past the whole, having to pay my dues and
Yes,
hands
aye.
on, and I think I got too comfy behind a desk. Maybe, I don't know, but yeah, here I am fixing other people's shite again.
Fuck, man, that
So,
sucks.
yeah, the thing that fucks me off the most is the wages,
Yeah.
and part of me is like, can't believe that I've been out in the industry like 10 years, and the average maximum wage has gone up by like £1.
Really?
£1.50 if that.
Oh,
I'm
for
like, what the
fuck's-
fuck?
Which, of course, is straining you now with the
Well, the
the
thing
change
is,
in house as well and such not.
the rates garages are charging has gone up by like £30-40 an hour.
This is what gets me, yeah. Garages are charging us like, £80, £90 an hour now for fucking work.
The one I'm at is, I think it's 121
For an
pounds
hour?
Yes.
For an hour?
105 plus VAT. So yeah,
Holy
121.
shit.
Yeah.
That's okay, I'm stunned. But yet the mechanics are only getting like fucking like £12 for an hour, maybe they're
Peanuts,
lucky, yeah.
They're about thereabouts.
That's
Average kinda,
fucking
yeah.
crazy.
It's fucked up.
So whatever happened to your plans? I know that you had a brief plan there for a while of starting your own venture, but
Oh,
going out
just-
alone and
just couldn't get near it.
really.
And the people I was kind of relying on to maybe kickstart it just never go back to me.
Oh fuck,
I was just,
man.
but I think that would have needed a good financial investment as well. And the way the market is just now, no one's got any money to throw around.
Well,
It
true,
says no
yeah.
one wants to take that risk. It's like, if I came to you and said, look, give me half your money and I'll maybe get you back plus more. Folks
Yeah.
are like, fuck off. So I'm like, don't blame them. If it was me, I wouldn't invest in anyone.
Yeah.
So then, I guess I should have had that opinion, trying to convince anyone to invest in me, but I never really put much effort into it, to be honest with you.
So with
got sidetracked too easily.
with the new buy of the house, of course, and of course you're selling the apartment to help fund this,
Correct.
and of course money that you have as well is going towards this too.
Yes.
This is going to be a joint mortgage.
Yes.
So essentially, Steve, you guys are pretty much married. Everything
yes.
apart from the paper.
We're financially committed.
That's
all it is.
Right. You've got to think this is a pretty concrete commitment you guys are making. A home together in a beautiful area. 10 miles or 10 minutes away from one of your fucking bestest chums ever. That's me, by the way. It's you got to think that at this point here, we're buying a home together. It's maybe a time to say, you know what, just a wee down on one knee, and a wee, will you clean a sink?
There's
Because
only
it's a fucking mountain,
there's only one time I intend on getting down on my knee, and that's when I'm out on the bike.
right, okay.
Throttle open on the corners. Whoa, knee down.
Yeah, exactly. So that's our plans, of course. For those of you out there, we are going to be hopefully setting up a kind of DHB Studio 5. I'm telling you, we're going global here.
Absolutely.
So a new mini studio at your place, which will mean we can hopefully get more.
Fingers crossed. It'll probably be in the cupboard under the stairs.
That's perfectly fine.
Calm
Yes,
down. Your bum will be hanging out the
we're
door.
going to have the fucking DHB country retreat bedio. We're going to have the shedio, and we're going to have the fucking Stevio.
Studio, yeah. Yeah, we'll find somewhere. There's a downstairs toilet
Oh.
just off the kitchen in this
Well,
new
some
pad.
folk do see our podcast as shit. So
Well,
you
this
know.
is it. I thought,
Perfect setting.
live from the office.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, I
You
like
just
that.
I think it's big enough. You could probably have one sitting and one standing.
We can have a new show called the Shitecast.
Shitecast, yeah.
Oh, it's been done, Phil.
There's a,
Have you heard the better sound?
there's
No, I'm just joking. Damien.
I can't believe you beat me to it.
Hey! Wait! Fucking go yourself! Fucking lovely.
Bazinga.
Okay, right. I think on that note, Steve, we might call it into things.
It's a night.
Hey, I missed that!
Hey.
So, folks, of course, as usual, we ask you to support the show by going to dhbshop.com and rolling yourself up and some wonderful merch. We've got some great t-shirts, the classic run DHB, of course, the circular logo, skull logo one as well, which is great too. They look great on hoodies. The hoodies are great quality as well. Get yourself over there, dhbshop.com. Support the show by buying some quality gear.
I need to buy another hoodie.
So do I, actually.
The cuffs of mine have all gone frayed and
have
stuff.
They?
Yeah.
But not through, of course, cheap quality by any means.
No. I mean, I use mine for like working on cars.
Oh well, there you go. That's fine.
It's like I'm not gonna wear my expensive ones.
No.
Like,
of course, folks. One of the best ways I keep saying this to help support the show is by whenever you do your shopping on Amazon, is use our link at dhbamazon.co.uk. You use that link there. It costs you nothing at all. But however, what will happen is when you then shop away, we get a small commission for you using that link, you see. So use that, dhbamazon.co.uk, or go to our website over at dhbradio.com, and all the links are on there for contact, for Facebook, for Twitter. All the shows are there as well, the full archive from zero. Look on the camera, folks, and you will see. In fact, let's pause the goddamn music here. On the camera here, if you can see, folks, there's a slight delay here for the YouTubes, but on the camera you will see my son. Here's little Angus. With his mum. Hello, Angus. How are you doing, pal? Very awake. Very
speak
alert.
human.
Can we get a sound?
No, I think that's all we're getting. Just
How are you, pal? Look at this bonny bear now. Look at this. Look at this. His beautiful mum too. Gives none fucks. Look at him. Hello, pal.
He's like, fucks, fresh out.
Oh, fresh out.
He's yawning
oh,
already.
There we go.
He's like, boring.
Oh, you guys bore the shit out of me. So thanks very much, guys.
Like, this is worse than the better sound.
So yes, toodaloo, Angus. That was a wee man, of course. So yeah, guys, if you can, like I said, best way to support the show is dhbamazon.co.uk. Of course, go to our website at dhbradio.com, where all the shows are there, links to videos, everything else as well. Our Facebook group is where the fun is at. Go to Facebook and search for DHB Radio Show -chat. It's a closed group, so you can only see it if you search for it. Be a member of that, and that's where all the fun that goes down, you see. And thank you to everyone in there who's still a member of the group, who posts a lot of shit, basically, but fun shit. Steve, before we go, do you want to say goodbye to anyone, hello to anybody, or, what's going on? Or
Jesus, I put in the spot. I'll tell you who we should probably say hello to, and maybe a belated good luck, is our good listener, Clark Aitken.
Yes.
His wife and maybe her sister are at competitions this weekend.
Are they really?
Yeah, they've got all like pumped and ripped and.
They look awesome, by the way.
as
They've
fuck.
done really well to get themselves in that shape. Especially Clark's wife after giving birth as well. You know, who's gone back to that.
Although, need to have a
fitness
word
body
with
shape.
her. She put up a post thanking everyone but Clark.
She did not.
She bloody did.
Oh my God, you dead to me.
I know. How mean's that?
I'm
She's
gonna
like,
punch
thank
in
you
her
everyone
head.
for all their help. Clark didn't even get a mention.
Oh wow.
Poor Clark.
That's a sucker.
Clark, don't you worry. We thank you for your help and support through our hard
We
times.
love you, Clark.
We love you more than your wife.
Exactly, we do.
You should live with us.
Folks, been emotional. Toodaloo. Love you dearly. Hey.
I can't see where you coming from, but I know just what you running from. And what matters ain't the who's batters, but the ones who stop you falling from your letter way on. Feel like you're feeling now, doing things just to please your.
Wonderful. Right. So, well, here we are. Those of you watching live.
Hope I don't get my arse kicked for that comment from
Clark.
Misses.
I know.
No, from Clark. I don't think Clark
She's built.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
the
yeah. Oh,
two
man,
of them
hats
have
off to
proper.
the pair
Like,
of them.
is it a fitness model they do, or is it sports model they do, or
I'm
how
not
does it
actually
work?
sure. I don't know. They just like they go through these insane training programs and like
Nuts.
like I couldn't do that.
No.
I mean, the proof's in the pudding. You know.
Well.
The fact that I look like a pudding.
Join the gang there, buddy.
Yeah,
Fucking hell.
I think they were away at a competition this weekend.
Uh-huh.
So hats off, all the best of them. I think the competition's been and gone.
Okay.
But yeah, I thought it would be fairer to give them just a wee shout
Yeah,
out.
not
Well
too
done,
good.
congratulations.
Turns out according to Colin Palmer here in the chat room, that the video is about maybe 0.75 seconds behind the audio.
Oh my
but
God.
like in the stream, so a wee bit of delay there with the audio compared to the video. But I'm sure we can.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, this is the first time using a software, so a few.
Maybe we should speak 0.75 seconds before we're going to say what we're going to say.
That's fucking in the Matrix there, pal.
Well, maybe
Holy shit.
we just need to install a flux capacitor.
That I would fucking pay hard cash for. We never even mentioned about Back to the Future in the show as well for the recent anniversary there.
Well, I think it was a bit milked on
A
Facebook.
bit milked on Facebook. How fucking dare you? So that was the date of, what, 30 years?
Every cunt and their dog spoke about it, mentioned it,
know.
fucking wanked on about it. And to be honest with you, I was sick of hearing of it.
I even dug out my fucking Back to the Future number plate key ring as well. You know,
I am
especially
excited about the Nike Air Mags that they're
those look fantastic.
amazing.
There's no way I'll get those in a size 14, and seemingly though as well they're a limited run too. So
oh
you
yeah,
don't get it, you're
oh
fucked.
they'll be like a fucking probably like
Oh.
a couple of hundred at least.
But the thing what gets me through is that Nike, you know, you've had 30 years to develop these things, you see, and then on the anniversary, you should say available today.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Bang,
available
done now.
early 2016. These shoes. You know, you've missed the fucking day when it was viable. When you would have got the most sales.
Yeah,
You fucking tubes. Thank you to Blair Nichols, Colin Palmer, Little Dogs, Marthland, everyone else who's been watching the live stream and testing out for us.
All 6 years.
We would appreciate it if you'd go on to the DHB group and fill us in on what you think. Like I said, the feed itself, though, there's very few decals, very few fanciness, very few, change of cameras yet, because we're still testing the new software out. But once I figure it out properly, I want to rely solely on broadcasting on YouTube over Ustream, because you see yourself, far less adverts. You might get one at the very start, I'm not too sure, but far less adverts, better quality, more reliable stream from what I can gather, apart from that audio delay. I think better overall, personally. Also easier to catch on your fucking mobile or your Facebook, wherever else well to be if need be. So I think from now on, when we get this whole kind of empire set back up again, when Blair Nichols gets his finger at his arse and rebuilds our website first as well, we're going to be top of the ranks.
No pressure.
No pressure, Blair, but, finger it, fuck's sake. Ripping the arse out now, of God's sake, you and your fucking motorbike and your sling and your bear and this thing make me sick. Right, okay, folks, we're going to cut off now. Thank you for hanging around. Toodaloo, motherfuckers.
Bye.